Hey everyone, and welcome to Ecopsych EXP, where we take a stroll through the forest of eco-psychological themes in video games. My name is Casey. I'm a doctoral candidate at Veritas Graduate Institute. Thanks so much for joining me. My core message is that video games can and do foster ecological empathy and combat apathy and doomism. I love video games and I see them as a force for so much good, and I hope that this always comes through in my videos. Today I'm going to be playing the game NEDRA while sharing an interview with developer Davit Andreasyan. The Steam page for this game reads, "In the frozen wastelands of Antarctica, an abandoned Soviet station hides an ancient otherworldly presence. When an SOS signal draws an expedition to a mysterious crater, disaster strikes, leaving you stranded during the 6-month polar night. The fight for survival begins as you take refuge in the station, where you must uncover its terrifying secrets while battling deadly temperatures and heat-sensitive creatures, before the cold consumes you." I've been wanting to try something a little bit different with these interview segments and inject a little bit more personality and fun into them. So I've decided that I'm going to be taking these games out for a spin and showing you kind of first looks, first impressions, playing a little bit into the game, and interspersing some interview questions. So, let's get started. Okay, heading into this blind. Let's see. Go Fahrenheit.
In the cold steppes, where storms and ice hold sway,
Okay,
a
this
flower
audio's
of
really
unearthly
loud.
beauty blossomed one day. Enthralled by an unknown beauty so divine, man couldn't just pass by, he had to align. But the mystery of beauty eludes conquest. Man yearned to seize, to disrupt, to be possessed. Then the flower of celestial grace revealed its face, worthy for human race. In the cold steppes, where storms and ice hold sway, a frozen man, where a flower finds its stay.
Bill. What? Strange things are afoot at the Circle K.
NEDRA combines survival horror with cosmic terror, blending the desolate beauty of Antarctica with otherworldly dread. How did your background in photography influence the visual and atmospheric design choices of this deeply immersive world? Response: Photography has always been more of a hobby for me rather than a profession. I've been working in the visual industry for about 24 years, in film, commercials, animation, and for the past 12 years mainly in games. I truly believe that anyone working in the visual field should explore photography. There's so much to learn from it: composition, light and shadow, atmosphere, and so much more.
God damn! I urgently need to find an iodine alcohol mixture, or I'll freeze to death.
That sounds less than ideal. I like the telltale heart kind of moment we have going
Die
on
in
here.
suffering, you bastard.
Press quick menu button and select the crowbar to break the crate. Alright, come back. Killing it so far. What was it? Aha! How do I use this thing? Go. Iodine, get. No. Come on. Pick it up. As I kill this freezing man. Iodine and alcohol mixture very quickly raises the temperature of the body if it does not hold for a long time. The side effect is a slight intoxication as from alcoholic beverages. Okay. What drew you to specifically explore Soviet-era aesthetics and historical themes, and how do they deepen the narrative or player experience? First of all, I actually lived through and remember the Soviet era myself. It's a part of my own history. There's something about the Soviet Union and the cold, both environmental and emotional, that naturally go hand in hand. The atmosphere of isolation, silence, and suppressed tension creates a powerful backdrop for storytelling and horror. So let's drink that, right? How do I use it? That's great. Trying, buddy. Drink the stuff. Cool. Alright. Slight intoxication in effect. Yep. Yep. Whack. Whack. Let's see if I can do this time. Painkiller relieves pain and gives a little vitality. Cool. Go. Onwards to greatness.
Need to find the captain's cabin. Need to drink painkillers.
Do we? Okay. Drink them? Do it. Okay. Your game prominently features Lovecraftian themes, cosmic horror, the unknown, and existential dread. Why did you gravitate towards these themes, and what do you believe Lovecraftian horror uniquely offers to players exploring the world of NEDRA? To be honest, I didn't initially aim to create a Lovecraftian experience, but as development progressed, I noticed elements, especially in the atmosphere and visual tone, that echoed at the Mountains of Madness. Still, it's not classic Lovecraft. It's more of a hybrid, something that draws from Lovecraft's sense of the unknown, Lem Solaris, and the dread of the thing, all wrapped in a unique story set within a Soviet environment. It feels familiar yet distinctly original. Follow the red star of freedom. Right up on it. Go. broken windows. Okay, good to know. Some crates can be moved. You don't say. Whack, whack. Move. Oh. Move. I'm sorry, buddy. It seems a bit cold. Where am I going? Nope, not going that way. Alright. The game's core mechanic requires balancing body temperature to survive. This evokes the delicate equilibrium present in natural ecosystems. Was reflecting ecological balance or humanity's vulnerability in the face of nature something you consciously aimed to explore? Yes, that's actually one of the core themes of the story, subtly woven into the narrative. One of the underlying ideas is that while we, as humans, are deeply vulnerable in the face of nature, we also possess the power to destroy it and everything living within it. In the game, the core gameplay mechanic around temperature management is simplified to keep the experience accessible and playable. But in real life, things aren't nearly as forgiving. Survival is far more complex, and nature is both beautiful and merciless. Oof, I'm feeling cold. Okay, take 2. Move the crates. Ever so gently. That's gone. Now what? Balance along the pipe? Maybe? Is that a thing we're capable of? Yep. Walk. Fashion, baby. Okay. Moved only one item at a time. Alright.
I need to find the captain's cabin.
So you said. So good. How do I... Oh. I can jump. Maybe. It's quite a jump. Go! Alright, maybe not. How do we get up there? Must we leave the path? Go rogue. Oh, what have I done? Tim, where's my dad? Survival horror games often evoke powerful emotional reactions like fear, dread, and isolation. Yet beneath these emotions, there's often a deep empathy that gets built between players and the characters they play as. How did you design Arthur's experience to encourage empathy, not just fear? Actually, the lore of the game is really extensive. Since I made everything myself and couldn't find investment to create a game longer than about 5 hours, the story of Arthur ended up a bit compressed. Yes, there is a character who tells everything that happened to him before, but I didn't have enough resources to fully develop Arthur's background. Arthur's story is actually very deep. It's connected to his family and even the government. But it's okay. If the game proves successful, I have plans for 2 more parts. And here's the little secret. In November, an almanac of Lovecraft comics is supposed to be released, and it will include a small series based on NEDRA. If people like it, it could lead to a full series production. So, fingers crossed at least. Alright, cool. Have we found the elusive cabin? Go. And try. Maybe. Near the wrong door. Oh! No. Flashlight on. Am I trying to get out, or am I waiting out a creepy crawly? Am I gonna see a creepy crawly with my flashlight? No? Buddy, instead of punching it, can we use our hand to gently open the door? Caressing the doorknob. It's E. E to interact.
Nailed it. I know. Thank you. Moving on.
Okay. Yep. E. Gotta get used to E. E for enter. The Frostwalkers sense body heat, placing players in a constant tension between warmth, safety, and survival. How did you develop this unique mechanic to enhance players' sense of vulnerability and immersion? Actually, everything is connected to the game's story, why it's like this, and who the Frostwalkers are. On the technical side, I wanted to create a system that would keep players constantly tense. Since our character Arthur is a simple polar explorer and not a special forces soldier, he's unlikely to be able to fight monsters without proper weapons. So I decided to make something similar to stealth, but different from the standard stealth system, because if the character is close to hypothermia, the monsters don't see him. But at the same time, he can die from the cold and start experiencing hallucinations. And these hallucinations have meaning, why NEDRA does all this, and how it's connected to humanity. Says Elmo. Aha! This is where panels for a broken window might come handy. Oh, it just auto did it. Okay. Congratulations, me. E for enter. Ah, radio. What's going on with that radio? Let's not punch it. Oh, you're not a radio at all.
My name is Arthur Aryan.
You trickster.
I am the chief mechanic at the Soviet Antarctic station Krasnaya Zvezda, located just 60 kilometers east of my current position. If I don't make it, I need to share what's going on here.
Many horror narratives focus on external threats, but the most resonant ones explore inner worlds as well. What personal reflections or emotional experiences did you channel into Arthur's psychological journey? As I mentioned before, I wasn't able to include much of Arthur's background directly in the game. Because of that, he mainly worries about the specific issues happening within the game's current timeline. The story actually begins near the end, and throughout the game, Arthur narrates how he got to this point and what influenced his final choice, but the ultimate decision is left to the player. At first, Arthur's goal is to survive and understand what this entity called NEDRA really is, who the Frostwalkers are, what the flying creature is, why the polar explorers revere NEDRA, and why there's a German station here dating back to World War II. As Arthur uncovers these mysteries and pieces everything together, he faces the final crucial choice.
A couple of days ago, our station intercepted an SOS signal originating from coordinates where, as per our records, no station exists. We assumed that our Soviet plane or helicopter had likely been involved in an accident and promptly rushed to the rescue.
Here I go, promptly rushing to the rescue. Driving, my one weakness.
Hey, can I give you some advice? Skate better.
Skate better. Skate better.
And we're off. No idea if
The decision was dangerous, as in 2 days, the polar night would start, and the trip there and back took about 5 days. Everything went as planned. First, I took the wrong road.
Antarctica symbolizes both the idea of untouched wilderness and human ambition. Why did you specifically choose this remote and ecologically significant setting as the backdrop for your story? There are various conspiracy theories and legends about Antarctica, and the fact that it was not very well explored, at least in the 1980s, gives room for imagination.
When we arrived at our destination, the polar night had already descended. There lay a vast crater, unmarked on any map. Yet, it wasn't the colossal chasm that astounded us, but what loomed within it.
Look at that baby loon.
When we first saw it, we were speechless. A faint hum and soft glow emanated from within, illuminating the imposing station in front of it. Stunned and seemingly hypnotized, we made the decision to descend into the depths of the crater. From that moment on, nothing went according to plan.
Look, me driving. As a solo developer, you have intimate control over every aspect of NEDRA. Can you share a meaningful moment or discovery you experienced during development that significantly shaped the game's direction? The most important realization for me was that limited resources are not an obstacle, but a stimulus to create a unique experience. I rejected standard solutions and focused on the atmosphere and the hero's psychological vulnerability through heat and cold mechanics. This approach shaped the essence of the game and became the main direction of development.
After the crash, I found myself in the back of the vehicle, surrounded by flames. Panic set in as I realized I needed to escape before the fire consumed me.
Yep. Good plan. Oh, the fire's consumed him. We've escaped.
I was the lone survivor of the rescue team. Battling hypothermia's grip, I knew I had to reach the station swiftly. Through the dense fog and biting blizzard, I spotted one of the station houses ahead.
Atmospheric in this game is very pretty. Quick menu. Okay. Do I need to open that? Yep. Almost there. Good news. More
Sometimes,
fire.
in different parts of the world where the average temperature is far below freezing, people have found bodies without clothing.
Hypothermia.
There's a theory that when someone reaches the final stages of hypothermia, they begin to hallucinate. They feel an intense heat, like they're burning alive, and in their delirium, they tear off their clothes to escape the flames. When I first saw the vision of a raging fire, I thought it was the cold playing a cruel trick on me, but hypothermia was setting in. The truth was far more shocking. At that time, I didn't yet know about the mixture of alcohol and iodine. The only quick way out of that situation was the mixture.
Your previous game, Inmates, explored psychological horror and atmospheric storytelling. How did your experience from creating Inmates evolve into the deeper, more expansive storytelling of NEDRA? I actually consider the story of Inmates to be deeper than NEDRA, but that might be my subjective opinion. What really influenced NEDRA was my attempt to create a narrative that's more accessible and epic, rather than local and overly personal. With NEDRA, I wanted to broaden the scope, making the story resonate on a larger scale while still keeping emotional impact. E. To enter.
With the last of my strength, I finally reached the station's house, where I found a few painkillers and continued my way to the station.
Painkillers. Painkillers? That's not a painkiller. Did I miss them? Aha! Where one might keep painkillers. Okay. Yep. Got him. Now it's E to exit.
It was clear that this was a Soviet station. Why this station, and even this crater, were not on any map, I still could not understand. What was even more disturbing was that everything seemed connected to a monstrous object at the center of the crater. Something that felt unnatural, as if it didn't belong in this world.
Graves, I am. How rude of me. I don't want to do that. You've described NEDRA as having a narrative that challenges perceptions of morality and survival. Can you speak about the importance of moral ambiguity in your storytelling? I can, but that would be a spoiler. In short, the question is, who is truly right? The people who can destroy life, or the life that can destroy people?
The station looked abandoned. There was no light anywhere in the houses.
Oh, we're getting chilly. I'm trying, Bunny, I'm trying. Ah! Oh, did I just cut right through that? Apparently, yes.
I had to switch on the power and heating, but first, I had to locate the generator station.
First I had to get into the building. Where is it? I'm trying. Okay. Shut that. Okay, freezing to death and eternal fence. Generator. Ouch. How did I miss the actual giant complex? Buddy, I'm so sorry. No? Alright, we're inside. Oh. The end is nigh. Painkillers? Will that help us? I don't think so.
Had to drink iodine alcohol to stay warm.
I don't have iodine alcohol. I'm so trying, I swear to you. We're gonna freeze! Painkillers, what did that do? Aha! Have a light. Your game emphasizes resilience in the face of overwhelming odds. Given the environmental and existential challenges in today's world, what message about resilience and hope do you want players to take away from NEDRA? Humanity has grown used to seeing itself as the pinnacle of evolution, but our thirst for control and destruction may ultimately turn against us. If we continue to destroy life, perhaps it's time to ask ourselves, are we really heading in the right direction? NEDRA is a story about confronting an ancient and incomprehensible force, one before which our struggle for survival begins to lose its familiar meaning. And yet, even in this chaos, we are still left with a choice, and it is that choice that defines who we truly are. Are you alcohol? No. Ah, no, you're more painkillers. Stop deceiving me. Okay. I should grab you anyhow.
No need at this moment.
Alcohol? I feel like there is. You've got the shivers again. Excuse me. Don't turn on the generator. If you turn it on, they will come. Okay. Maybe we should rethink our mission here, guys. Is there anything else you'd like to share about your process, intentions, or hopes for this game in the future? The floor is yours. I just hope the game finds its audience. Not necessarily a big one, but one that truly connects with the atmosphere, the themes, and the questions NEDRA tries to raise. As a solo developer, this project was a personal journey for me. I've put everything I could into it, even knowing the limitations. If the game resonates with even a few people deeply, that's more than enough. And who knows, maybe one day NEDRA will grow into something even bigger. I want to thank everyone who gave it a chance. I feel for you, I really do, but we probably don't want them to come. Crowbar. Didn't we have a crowbar? I feel lost in uncertainty, unsure of what's right anymore. I've always trusted our captain, but lately doubts have begun to take hold. Every decision seems heavier now, and I can't shake the feeling that something isn't quite right. Like the fact that we are about to freeze to death. Okay, now where to? Loud and thumpy. Ah! What's that? No, that's the note.
Crowbar was very useful. Besides being handy in fights and breaking crates, it could also be used to break certain locks and more.
Go. I'm trying to hit it with a crowbar. Wow. Why will that not work? I know we're gonna freeze to death because you're not crowbarring correctly. It's probably my fault, dude. Don't worry about it. Come on. We did it! There's literally not a second to spare here. Eat it. Did we do it, or are we dead? Ah, we're glitching!
When we felt bad, I had to rely on painkillers.
Whoa. I gave you the painkillers that I have. Wait, no, we have more. Nope, I lied. Sorry. It's a little trippy in here. Are these things I could have been breaking this whole time? Let's see. Not too much, okay. No. Go. Oh. Do I get turned around? Good. In my defense, it's a little hard to see.
For a moment, I hesitated, wondering if I should turn on the generator. The thought didn't last. Without heat, I'd freeze to death, just like everything else out here.
Alright. We're gonna turn on the generator, even though it specifically warned us not to on that piece of paper. I would like to extend a heartfelt thank you to Davit Andreasyan for his time and responses. NEDRA is now available for purchase on Steam. If this interview has piqued your curiosity, please check it out and show your support. Until we meet again, please feel so very free to like, subscribe, and share. And as always, thank you so much for being a part of this little ecosystem.